meteorologist Michael Fish.
Thanks a lot for being with us tonight. I understand some of you are seeing a little bit lighter snow off to the north and west, but even that's going to pick up a bit. But the key has been Lake Michigan and that lake enhancement that's been going on with this whole system. So our winds have shifted out of the east, and notice this little dark band from parts of Kewaunee County, Manitowoc County, heading over towards Calumet County. That's that lake enhancement going on, and this is slowly going to start to shift its way towards Green Bay if it's not there already. So that's going to enhance some of those snow totals. And then we have the main system that's also starting to work its way through. That's dropping even more snow. So let's break down the timing for you. Now through around midnight, we're going to see the snow continuing with these lake enhanced bands. So an additional 1 to 3 inches, lesser amounts off to the north and west and away from the lake. Overnight, the snow slowly starts to taper off an additional inch or so, especially if you're right by Lake Michigan with that lake enhancement. So that's been the big wild card. And then Monday, most of the snow moving on out, but we're going to have the wind, and that means blowing and drifting snow, especially on the north-south roads, because this is light powdery snow. It fell in very cold air. So including what has fallen, lesser amounts to the north and west. Here's that lake enhanced band, 4 to 6 inches or more, depending on where you live. If you get caught under that little lake enhanced band, well, you're going to end up with the higher totals. But southeast Wisconsin so far has seen a little bit over 3 inches in spots. But again, around our area, general 2 to 4 inches, depending on where you live, of course. Higher amounts by the lake where that lake enhancement is going. Because of the snow, we've got a winter weather advisory going through late tonight. You know what the problem with the snowfall has been? The temperatures. The temperatures today only made it into the teens in our area. Milwaukee only 25. And even though some folks made it into the 20s, the temperature of the pavement has been in the single digits in teens. You drop snow on that kind of temperature, and it's not going to do much melting, and that's what's going on tonight. Sure, it might be becoming slushy, or you see some spots that have opened up pretty nicely, but still, as the snow falls on this cold air and the cold pavement, salt does not work well when it's 12 degrees out. It doesn't work well when it's 10 and 16 in Manitowoc. Remember, we have that little bit of lake-enhanced snow going on as you head to the south and east right by Lake Michigan. So we're waiting for this low pressure to move on through. We've got easterly winds kind of enhancing things. Quickly, that's going to start to move on out as the night goes on. But as we head through the evening here, it is going to be snowing at times, a little bit more heavily if you get under those lake-enhanced bands. Now, as far as Monday, there goes the low. It brings the snow with it. We have Arctic air behind it. Not only that, remember, the snow actually is light and fluffy, so you pick up the winds, you start to blow and drift that around, especially on the north-south roads. So here we are at 4 a.m., maybe a couple flurries or a snow shower, but most of this moves out by the time we head towards rush hour. But the problem is going to be is that blowing and drifting snow. Hold on a second. You think it's cold now? Here comes another clipper front that's going to roll on through as mainly we head through Tuesday night. Could bring us a snow shower or two, and then behind it, it gets even colder. So once again, including what has fallen, a little bit less to the north and west. If you're right along Lake Michigan, that's where we're seeing the higher totals, 4 to up to 6 inches or more. If you get under a lake-enhanced band, in southeast Wisconsin, seeing that 3 to 5 inches. Now for tonight, 7 degrees, areas of snow, that tapers off late tonight. Now as far as Monday is concerned, 15, it's going to be blustery. We're going to have blowing snow, especially on those north-south roads because we're going to have a westerly wind. 4, Monday night, think that's cold enough for you? 4 below, wind chills well below 0. And for Tuesday, 14, cold and blustery, partly to mostly cloudy skies. As we go throughout the next 7 days, can we keep things quiet? Yes. But Cassandra, notice Wednesday's high temperature, 3 degrees. So another shot of Arctic air behind that Arctic front. And then finally we make it into the middle to upper 20s by next weekend.